This is part 3 for my solar system install. There is a lot to cover here. In today's video, I'm going to show you the complete setup installing a EG4 18K all-in-one solar inverter with a EG4 Power Pro 14.3 kWh outdoor rated lithium battery, a Victron Smart Solar MPPT RS 450/200, assembling a 30.72 kWh EG4 lithium 6 server rack batteries. I'm also going to talk about the solar panel setup, wiring, fusing, and everything in between. Let's get started. Welcome back to my channel, Off-Grid with Laszlo and Renewable Energy. First, let's talk about the solar panels. I installed 30 305 watt panels from Hyundai, 36 370 watt panels from NE, and 84 previously installed 225 watt panels. New panels were purchased from Signature Solar. If you need anything for your system, just click on the link in the description. I just want to mention that before I go any further, I live off-grid for 2.5 years and a lot of things happened around here. Like tornado went through 5 miles away from my house, during winter temperature dropped under 20 degrees, rainy cloudy days for more than a week, so I built the system according to that. As you can see, these solar panels were not secured at all. They were just set on top of the concrete blocks. For the new panels, I'm using 6-inch building purlins, clip them on new channels so I can adjust the angles very easily and secure the panels with self-tapping screws to them. After testing these panels, found out NE panels' performance in low light conditions can harness more energy by installing them flat than in an angle. During sunny days, I can harness anyway. It is more important to be able to harness more energy during cloudy days. The first two rows are Hyundai panels and they are connected 7S2P and 8S2P. That means 7 or 8 panels are in series and the two strings are connected in parallel using a Y connector. It is very important to mention that every string needs to be fused. I am using these 15 and 20 amp rated inline fuses. Next thing, I want to talk about carrying the panels from one location to the other. I found it easier to carry them either on my side or above my head. Grounding. It is important to ground each panel, not just for safety, but also some charge controllers have the feature to test for sufficient resistive isolation between PV positive and ground and PV negative and ground, and if the resistance below the threshold, the unit stops charging. I'm using 8 gauge pure solid copper wire and aluminum lay-in logs. I'm just wondering if you noticed on this separate array, I don't use building purlins at all. There is 2 reasons for that. One of them, they are pretty close to the ground and it would be really hard to secure them with screws. But the other and main reason is wind. This is crucial. I want everyone to understand that if you set up panels more than 2 feet away from any object that can block the wind, you have to build a wall behind the panels or secure the panels permanently in any way. Even though the blocks are not secured to each other and the panel is not secured to the block, they are 55 pounds each. They need a lot of force to move them out of position. My main array is blocked by my house and the entire array is secured with screws. I am pretty confident this is going to stay here for a good while. I also want to talk about expenses. This support for all my 150 panels cost me less than $1,000. If I build something nice looking, poor concrete, metal pipes, the support would cost me more than the solar panels. I also need to mention efficiency. Yes, it is better if air circulating underneath the panels because if they are cooler, they work more efficient. However, blocking them all around, I protect them from wind damage and some animals that would chew the wires. Solar panels prices dropped from $1 to 25 cents a watt, so I just add a few extra panels to compensate the loss. On this location, SolarArc was installed on the left side and GrowWatt was on the right. However, something happened with the charge controller for the GrowWatt inverter, so contacted Signature Solar and they asked me to ship it back for a full refund. After my SolarArc review, many of you suggested EG4 18K, so I decided to give a try. I moved SolarArc to the right side and connected the Hyundai 9.15 kW array and the car charger. Both units came on a pallet like this. I decided to install and commission it on Sunday. Was it a good idea? Let's find it out. EG4 18K is a 12 kW output high frequency 48 volt split phase hybrid inverter charger that's capable of utilizing 18 kW of PV. You can use it off-grid using grid assist or selling power back to the grid. It comes with 3 MPPTs and the max usable input current is 25 amp on 1, 15 amp on 2 and 3. Comes with a 10-year warranty and the unit weight is 121 pounds. The bottom section of the unit is just a big empty box. And since all the weight is on the top, it was a little bit difficult to hang it up by myself. Connecting the wires is very easy, but to connect PV, you have to use ferrules. After you crimping them, it should look like this. Once you are done, you just need a flathead screwdriver. You insert into the hole, push it up, insert the wire and let it go. Very simple, very easy. Always have a gentle pull on any wire you crimp or install, all the time. EG4 Power Pro is a 48 volt 280 amp hour 14.3 kWh outdoor rated lithium battery with UL listing and 10-year warranty. There is a 600 amp rated bus bar installed so you can connect 4 of these units in parallel. Also comes with a color LCD, a double pole circuit breaker, DIP switches and much more. I love this thing. You just connect the cables, turn it on and done. Very heavy, 308 pounds, so be very careful with it. After turning a unit on, I wanted to change the settings for my needs. However, immediately I got into a problem because it's stuck on 50 Hz. I tried to change the parameters for my battery bank and that didn't work either. The next day I called Signature Solar and they did a firmware update. After that everything showed normal except it was not able to determine my battery voltage. The screen was showing 48.2 volt but my batteries actually was close to 54 volt. After I was asked to do a update through a memory stick. I had to download a file, plug it in, turn it on and they monitored it. This didn't fix the issue at all, so Signature Solar decided to send me another unit. I received the rest of my shipment and this is a pre-assembled EG4 enclosed battery deck. Comes with 6 slots, heavy duty bus bars and protective covers. The casters are included. And these are the EG4 LL 48 volt 100 amp hour 5.12 kWh batteries. Max charging and discharging current is 100 amp. These last more than 7000 deep charge and discharge cycles. You can power up to 64 batteries. After my Grover inverter charger gave up, I decided to buy this Victron Smart Solar MPPT as an additional unit. It can handle 450 volt DC PV input and 200 amp output. Some other features are multiple independent MPPT tracking inputs, isolated PV connections for additional safety, MPPT voltage range from 80 to 450 volt DC, DC output charging power 4000 watt per tracker or 11,520 watt total. And the maximum PV array size per tracker is 450 volt times 20 amps, 9000 watt. Lightweight, efficient and quiet. Installing this unit was very easy, probably the easiest so far. Very simple, just connect the ground wire, battery cables and PV, that's it. Turn it on and done. After all, I installed the second EG4 18K and there was no problem at this time at all. I do have to mention that though, if you buy one, you might have to call the customer support to set up the parameters for you and push a firmware update through, but this is working as advertised. I really recommend to install a fuse to each inverter or charge controller because it costs only $20–30 but can protect your equipment if anything happens. I use 200 amp fuses for EG4 Solar, 250 amp fuse for Victron, and you have to connect it as close to the battery as possible on the positive terminal. I just want to show you this new item I found and works really well for me. This is a solar disconnect switch 40 amp DC circuit breaker with surge protector PV combiner box for solar panel 4 in 4 out up to 1000 volt. With this, I am able to turn on and off any array I want individually. I can work on them separately or even keep some of them at off position during summer months and increase the lifespan for the charge controller. If you have multiple chargers, inverters, it is very important to have the right size bus bars as well. I purchased these 600 amp rated bus bars from Signature Solar, comes with a protective cover, highly recommended. So now check this out. This is the full layout for the system. EG4 18K is connected to EG4 Power Pro. Red cable goes to positive, black cable goes to negative terminal. The other red cable is connected to the fuse, from there to the bus bar. From the bus bars, both cables are going to one of my 300 amp hours battery, and every other ones are connected in parallel from there. Solarc and Victron are connected to fuses and to the 600 amp hour rated bus bars. From there, they are charging all my 1800 amp hours batteries. Everything is connected in parallel to bus bars. As you can see, the system works really well and very powerful. What other things I want you to take under consideration if you build your own system? If you buy an inverter, buy the largest one you can afford. Now we can see high frequency inverters are capable to deliver enough power what listed on the spec sheet, but you have to choose the right one. Signature Solar sells good quality products with warranty and they are really reliable. Maybe I am the only one whose grow-watt inverter gave up. Maybe I am the only one who's received the brand new inverter and it didn't work from the beginning. But at the end of the day, it is a pleasure to see how well these units are working together even though they don't carry the same brand name tag. NE solar panels are installed close to flat. I can harness 20% more energy in low light conditions than Hyundai installed in an angle. While Hyundai array is 9.15 kW installed at 15 and 20 degrees angle. I harness close to all the 9.15 kW that rated for during sunny days. So what is the advantage to have 3 inverters chargers? Even the largest ones are only able to charge the batteries with 12,000 watts. If your goal is to charge the batteries as fast as possible, that is not enough, especially during spring, fall and winter when many times the sun is out just only for a few hours. Of course, depends on your needs and depends on your system. Right now I can push 32 kW an hour to the batteries on a sunny day, and I still can add 2 more arrays to Victron if I need to. I am running the entire house on electric, charging an electric car and use a 6000 watt sauna almost every day. I'm going to have a link for my other videos, the Signature Solar website, so you don't have to search for them. If I missed anything or you want me to make a short video about something that wasn't clear enough, please let me know in the comments. I want to thank for everyone who is watching and subscribes to my channel. I have many good toppings on the way, just this project took me a little bit longer than I thought. Thank you very much for your time, see you in the next one.